My name is Muneeb and I currently study economics at TDA. One of the reasons why I decided to study economics is because I hear a lot about it in the news, about how inflation has such an effect on our lives, about how unemployment affects the country, and about how vastly and quickly the country is growing. And I wanted to know why that was, how that was, and how it all happens. So economics as a whole is a study of the allocation of resources, who gets what, how do they get it, and why do they get it. So economic choices are made by firms, individuals, and government. Economics is all around us. That's why I wanted to understand it. So an example I'll give is I currently study economics and politics, and both of them they overlap with each other. So in terms of politics and economics, many political parties have different economic policies, and they differ for certain reasons, and those reasons tend to be to target different segments of the general public. And I want to know why that was, why people like to vote a specific party, and why Conservatives tend to get the businesses, and why Labour tend to get socialism, tend to get people who support socialism. And the reason why I studied at TDA was because I've heard so much about it, how the economics department is very supportive, how they get excellent results, and especially one teacher, Mr. Lawrence, who will hopefully be teaching you when you get here, is how supportive he is. So an example I'll give is, as soon as I got here, he started off from basics. He talked about, so what you learn in economics is supply and demand, economic growth, inflation, but we didn't go straight into it. Many people consider economics to be a very complex subject, but the way he taught it, he started off with the basics and he taught us the fundamentals before we got to the complicated stuff. And that's one of the many things that I like about TDA. Also, because it's such a complicated subject, you have to sort of stay on it and stick with it. But if you're willing to put in the hard work, you will get somewhere and you will get a very good grade. And the fact that Mr. Lawrence is teaching you, he'll hold extra Friday sessions for those who are struggling, but not only those who are struggling, those who want to get ahead and want to stay ahead. So that is why I think you should study at TDA.